Hey everybody, so today I want to talk about a player who is having the best season of his NHL career, and a superstar level season, a incredibly productive year, but almost no one is talking about him, and that is Jonathan Huberdeau of the Florida Panthers. Jonathan Huberdeau has very quietly grown into an absolute superstar at the NHL level, yet he's still a player that I think is extremely underrated, not given nearly enough credit and attention, and quite frankly is hardly ever talked about. Jonathan Huberdeau has 57 points in 42 games this year with the Panthers. He's on pace for over 100 points this season. He had 92 points last season. This is 2 years in a row now of elite production out of Jonathan Huberdeau, yet he's still someone who just completely flies under the radar and is not talked about. Now, I don't know if that's because he plays in Florida and not a big market team like New York or Toronto or Boston or Chicago or somewhere like that, or if it's because Florida's not a playoff team and they kind of aren't getting talked about a whole lot. But can we give this man some credit, please? Jonathan Huberdeau deserves a lot of credit and a lot of attention because he has very quietly become a top-tier NHL player, and no one seems to even realize it. It didn't happen right away for Huberdeau. He's 26 years old now. He was drafted third overall back in 2011. And when he came into the league, it wasn't instant production like you see with some young players nowadays where they just come in and light it up. He had 31 points his rookie year. He had 28 points the next year. Then he started to grow a little bit. He had 54 in 2014-15, 59 in 2015-16. But in his first 4 years, he was still only, never had more than 60 points in a season. 2016-17, he missed a lot of time with injury. He had 26 points in 31 games that year. Then we really started to see some growth. And in 2017-18 with the Panthers, Huberdeau scored 27 goals and 69 points. And that was his first big season. Then last year, he played all 82 games. He scored 30 goals for the first time in his career. He added 62 assists on top of that to score 92 points. That's a fantastic superstar level season, and I didn't even realize he was that good last year until I looked it up for this video. Now this season, he's on pace for by far his best season in the NHL. He's played 42 games, so just over halfway. 17 goals and 40 assists already for Huberdeau. 57 points in 42 games. He's on pace for over 100 points for the first time in his career. Honestly, he has the possibility of reaching 110 points this year if he stays healthy and continues, scoring at this pace. It's been an outstanding season for Jonathan Huberdeau. He deserves some credit. People need to start paying attention to him and talking about him because he, for the last 2 seasons, has been one of the top players in the NHL, and I feel like no one is really giving him credit. He's leading the Panthers in points this year. It's not Barkov, it's not Dadonov, it's not Hoffman. It's Jonathan Huberdeau leading the Panthers in points this year. And the Panthers are a dynamic offensive team. They're not in a playoff spot right now, but that is because of their defense and goaltending, not their offense. They're one of the top goal-scoring teams in the league. The problem with the Panthers is they can't keep the puck out of their own net. But Huberdeau is leading one of the top offensive teams in the league in points by more than 10 points. Second on the team is Barkov, who has 45 points. So he's got a 12-point team lead as far as points go. He's just been absolutely outstanding, having an incredible season. And I just think it's time people start talking about it. Because I know he plays in Florida. I know they're out of the playoffs right now. I know that that's not a big NHL market, but we need to pay attention to Jonathan Huberdeau because he has been absolutely outstanding, having by far the best season of his career. And I think he deserves some attention and deserves some credit. He is an all-star this year, obviously, I think you know, it's about time that we start to watch him and go, wow, this guy is legit. He was not taken third overall for no reason. Obviously, it's taken him a little bit of time to develop and grow into being that kind of player that you would expect with a top 5 draft pick, but the Panthers never gave up on him, nor should they have, and now they are starting to reap the rewards as he's coming right into his prime now, 26 years old. And he's on pace for a 100-point season. I think he has probably multiple 100-point seasons in him, looking at the way that he's played the last couple of years. He's a very, very good player. Start to pay attention to him. He deserves a lot of credit, and he's a superstar in the NHL, and a very quiet superstar in that. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.